cool. So I just want to let you know that right now is a critical time for you to make that mental shift to say, all right, it's time for me to work. If you haven't made that shift yet, some of you, I know your coaches have already been in contact with you and you're already showing up tonight and you're like, oh, Mike, I already know. Like, I know I'm ready to work. Like, I already had that mentality. I am ready to work. I'm ready to grind. I'm ready to make calls. I know many of you are ready for that, but there might be, there might be one or two of you that just need a little kick in the butt right now. Whether you're watching this recording, well, that's enough said, or if you're here live with me, okay? And that's what I want to give to you real fast. So if you want to think about it in these terms, when you make your phone calls, there is only one thing that goes through your head while you're dialing, and it is dial fast and get ready for the next call. Like, the only one thing that's going in my mind is the customer's name. So I dial real fast. And the one thing that's going through my mind is their name over and over and over again, because nothing is worse than when they answer their phone and you're like, hi, is this Miss Davis? Yeah, okay. If you quickly want to get out of rapport with a customer, just do that. If you want to sound like a telemarketer or a bill collector, just do that, right? If you want to sound like a hardworking young professional that you are, you want to say their customer's name over and over and over and over again in your mind's voice. So that way, as soon as they answer the phone, you can say, hey, Jane, it's Cassie Sanborn. How are you? Good. Did Miss Susie tell you I was going to call you? No big deal. Well, Miss Susie's my mom, actually. She said she works with you over at the bank. And she said you were one of the nicer ladies at the bank and you might be nice enough to help me out with something I'm working on. Do you have a quick second for me? Awesome. I'll tell you right now, if you just start every phone conversation with that level of energetic, that confidence, that excitement, that's going to carry you through the rest of the phone call, right? So as that phone is ringing, you're just saying their name over and over. And I like the first name. I know I was raised with respect, Mr. or Mrs. I'm totally with you on that. But I want to be a friend. I don't want them to be up here. And I'm down here. If I use Mr. or Mrs., then they're up here, I'm down here. So I like to try to be an associate with them. I want to be equal with them. So an idea for you could be, if you don't like if you're like, no, Mike, there's no way in hell. My mom would slap me across the face if I don't call them Mr. or Mrs. Then just use their first name, Mrs. Jane, if you want to. Hi, is this Miss Jane? Right? But the first name is really, really important to make it personable, so you don't sound like a telemarketer. So it's like, hey, is this Miss Cassidy? Hey, Miss Cassidy, it's Mike. How are you? Who's this? Oh, I'm sorry if my name doesn't ring a bell, but you actually know my dad. He actually did the roofing for your house. You hired him. He works with roofing A to Z. And he said you were probably his nicest customer he's ever had. And did he tell you that I might be calling you by chance? No big deal. I probably got to you first. But anyway, I was hoping you might be able to do me a favor. The rest of the approach is easy. The rest of the approach is, you see, I got this new job. I'm saving money for college. You graduated from this school. I'm now going to this school. I'm studying this. And I just need to do these appointments over the computer. And my dad said you might be nice enough to help me out. No need to buy. Get paid to show it to you. I just need 10 appointments by Monday to hit my goal. You got to have a deadline. I just need to do 10 appointments by Monday to hit my goal. And I just want to know if I can call you real fast while you're in front of your computer on day at time, or would time be better for you? And you offer 2 times. You have a deadline. You have a goal. You offer 2 times. You sound personable. You have urgency with the deadline by Monday. If you're not saying I need 10 appointments by Monday, think about it. You got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 2 a day. 2 a day. 2 a day. Now, ideally, you have a couple of blitz days in there. At least you have a couple of blitz days in there. You saw Eric last week. Eric booked up double-digit appointments. He rocked the phones. No wonder why he sold over $2,000. No wonder why Eric's at almost $5,000 for his fast start. Of course. He's a phone warrior. Of course. So I highly recommend you. So let me come up for some air real quick. Anything I just said to you, you're like, that was a good reminder, or I needed to hear that today, or that was really helpful. What did you just hear from me that you're like, I needed to hear that before I go into these calls right now? What showed up for you? even if it was just a healthy reminder. You could either just unmute yourself or raise the blue hand. There's not, it's an intimate group today. So
Yeah, I really like how you said, because I do this and it works every time because it makes them happy inside. You say, you are at the top of our list. She said that you are the nicest person that I should call. And they're like, and then they kind of giggle a little bit. They're like, oh, okay. And then they're more willing to listen to you because you just complimented them. So
yeah,
that is awesome.
yes, absolutely. You know, and you think about it, even if it's your friend's mom, it's like, yeah, I was just talking to your son on Snapchat. He said you were like really one of the cool moms from the theater program. So you say something like that, moms are like, oh my God, my kid said that about me. Of course I'll help you out. That's all the mom ever wants to hear. Excellent. So Sissy K, I'm going to change your name to Stephanie because you're confusing me, but go ahead, Steph.
I'll adjust that. Sorry, Mike. I really like how you said that they're a friend, they're their associate. So like you were raised like yes sir, oh ma'am, but you want to call them by your first name, and it helps break down that wall actually when you're on a call. So I really like that. Thank you.
Great, excellent. I'm glad we had that reminder. 100%. Cecilia, tell us what you were saying. I guess the same thing. Use the first name, make it personable. Mentions the friend's name.
Yeah, I liked how you mentioned mentioning the first name. That way it's more personal and you're not just talking to them like, oh, I'm just some telemarketer and I'm just going to say this. But I like how you said use the first name instead of using the last name. It would help. Mm-hmm.
And Amanda, if you could pull up last week, if I'm not mistaken, Cecilia booked up a good amount of appointments. I just pulled it up. So at 8:30 p.m., but Amanda, moving forward, you could have this pulled up. Let's take a peek. Cassidy booked up 14 appointments last week and sold, over $1,500, from those appointments. We had Eric Garcia booked up 8 and hit dirty 30, which we're going to recognize tonight, baby. Kept it a secret, which is exciting. Cassidy booked up 14. We had, Eric Gallen booked up 17 appointments last Wednesday. 17 appointments last Wednesday. We had, Cecilia, I know you booked up a good amount. I'm trying to see where you're at, but I know you booked up a good amount last week. 7. It looks like you had 7 leaving last week, and you sold about $2,000. So we had some people. Nolan, you booked up 13 appointments last week, leaving Wednesday night. Where are we at? Like, are we ready to work right now? What's up? Are we ready to go do this? I mean, are we ready to make these phone calls, dial real fast, read this script, let's go? Or Eric, what pump up this team, man. Let me go to Eric. Eric Gallen booked up 17 appointments last week. No pressure, man, but the eyes are on you, brother. To repeat something you laid the foundation for us to book up 15 plus. And we need that leadership. We're 251 demos away from 300. Not many people decided to work on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday this week. So it's like, great. Now we're putting all the pressure on Wednesday night. So Captain, what do you got to say to the team?
No pressure. You just got to take things how they are. I ended up, I actually talked to Nolan and we were texting back and forth just about how we were doing and how we see this right now. Me and Nolan, we kind of have like a competition aspect about it going on. So it makes it a little bit more fun, but it's still a little bit more personable. So we're just going at it, and it's no pressure. At the end of the day, we're doing it for the customer. They're also helping us out. So we know what the goal is, and we're going to get it for sure.
My man. Well said. Well said. I think sometimes we overcomplicate the process. So right now we got a little bit over 90 minutes. So by the time I'm done talking, 90 minutes. Couple of simple best practices if you haven't done so yet. Get some Facebook posts up. So that way during wave 2, you have some easy scoop ups during wave 2. So we're going to go till 6. Then we have comments from the division managers. Last week, we set up over 140 before the rest of the jam even started. So during the head start, we booked up 140. Let's go make that shit happen again. All right. So let's make that happen. Then we will reconvene. We'll take a little breather. Then if you need to grab a little snacky or, a little snack restroom, you could do that between 6:20, 6:30, because the DVMs only need about 20. Then from 6:30 to 8:30, boom, we are in it. 2-hour blitz. And that's where we're going to hit the 300. I got a $125 Cutco item of your choice on the line tonight. Lexi, look how happy Lexi looks with that extra $100 she won last week. Look at that. Look at her. She's so fired up right now. Look at it. She was one of the first people on because she won that raffle last week. And what she said was her tip. She said, book up appointments, smile, and pray to the Cutco gods that you win, right? Something like that, right? So let's get it. All right. You know the rules. You know the rules. As long as you show up to 6 p.m. with 3 or more set up, arrive with 3. By the way, that changes to 5 next week. But as long as you're same rules as last week, you arrive with 3, you'll get a raffle ticket. If you leave with 7, you'll get another raffle ticket. You're over 10 or more, you get another raffle ticket, and every demo over 10 gets you another entry. And Amanda's going to post that into the team chat in just a moment. Same thing as last week. I got a $125 Cutco item, your choice. You need a Mother's Day gift? Now's your chance to get a cool, big, awesome Mother's Day gift. You need a Father's Day gift? Now's your chance to get a cool Father's Day gift. Take my money. Take my Cutco. Let's go, and let's make this thing happen. Cool? We feeling good? All right. So go have some fun. Let's make these calls, and Amanda's going to lead the show, and we'll reconvene. So you could just stay right on this platform. And just to clarify, did you give the trainees the meet and greet this Zoom or the other Zoom?
I gave them the 837-108-4947.
Okay, that's this Zoom. Cool. So I'm going to put all of you in a breakout room with Amanda, and I'm going to keep Jessica here with me, and I might pull like maybe Cass over or something like that. Cool. So I'm going to create a breakout room. Amanda's going to run the show. Amanda, any thoughts to the crew as I'm creating this breakout room for everyone?
Yeah, I would say just as.
Oh shit! I just moved her. Psych, Amanda. I want to hear from you. No, I'm just kidding. How do I get her back? That was weird. Where did I put her? She's gone. Uh-oh. It's kind of like what was that movie? What's that movie? You know what I'm talking about? That movie.
Yeah, that's a lot of clarification.
The Avengers movie where they all just start disappearing. That's what it was.
Oh,
All right.
like pixels.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna move all of you as some of the rookies come in. So let me figure out. Actually, I got to end all break rooms because I don't know how to do that. How to move someone back into unassigned. Weird. All right. Let me close all these break rooms for a second.
Oh, guys.